Hey, Paul, Chris, you guys ready?
I'm good. Hey-o.
All right.
Alright, so the first thing that's worth mentioning is it looks like badass points are still in the game. Now, they're called Guardian ranks now, and they seem to be divided up into categories in some way, which may make it easier, or harder, to always get gun damage, or always get maximum health. A vending machine's got an upgrade as well. You can see the special deal of the day, and one touch refill all ammo without actually opening the machine's interface. So that's a quick speed up in the right direction. There's also another machine which is on the main base. Any item that's dropped by a boss that you don't pick up is transported here on the off chance it gets stuck behind or under something and is something that you actually like. Another fun upgrade, barrels are no longer glued to the ground. That's right, you can punch them or kick them, they go sailing off in a distance, then you can either let them burn on their own or blow them up with a gun. Parkour! The characters seem to be a lot more agile now. There is a jump and grab feature that makes it easier to cross gaps and ledges. Vehicles. Oh boy, where to even start? There are so many vehicle options, and I'm not even just talking about the number of different vehicles available. With this dune buggy looking thing, for example, you can change the passenger gun. You can choose the driver gun. You can change the engine. You can change the tires. You can change the material it's made out of. I'm not sure what that does. There's this 1, 2, 3 color scheme make your own situation that looks a lot like the Borderlands 1 thing that you can do to your characters there. There also appear to be a whole bunch of presets, probably with special colorations, which of course is more of a Borderlands 2 thing. Now, that means that there's going to be a lot more than simply pick the red car and start driving situation from before, so this may take a little bit more time, but at the same time, it could absolutely be worth it so that we've got something that we're really proud of, like always pick the heaviest, slowest vehicle with the strongest gun in option 1 kind of situation. Oh, and it gets better. You can jump up on another car, drag the driver out, take his car, and drive away with it. Or you can shoot the driver. That's something else you can do. Oh, and when your car explodes, no longer an instant kill on you. So there's that. Now, the action skills and the skill trees are about 60 to 70% what we've seen before. The big difference, as we already know, is that everybody now has 3 action skills. Amara, for example, can either throw a wave of energy in front of her, ground pound hitting around her but knocking everyone down, or she can phase lock someone with a fist holding them into place. Zane, by contrast, can either throw an arm drone that can fly around the battlefield shooting the people that you aim it at. You can create a holographic double of yourself. You don't become invisible, it's not like Zero's, but it does shoot its gun and that actually hurts, plus you can swap places with it. Or you can create a shield wall, which boosts all the players that it's next to, including the fact that if a player shoots through it, their bullet comes out stronger on the other side. As with the skill trees of Borderlands 2, there are different skills that you can take that augment these. Some of them in Borderlands 3 appear to be extra special, and that you're only allowed to use a couple of them, literally 2, at a time. For example, one of the ones that Zane can do for his shield is he can turn it from a wall into a dome. Another one that he can do is whenever the shield is damaged, all players gain increased gun damage. And a third one that he can do is when the shield is destroyed, it does cryo damage to everyone around it. But he can only pick 2 of those to use at a time. Everyone else gets exactly the same restriction. There are other pretty standard, pretty conventional skill trees. For example, Amara focuses on either heavy melee combat and taking a great deal of damage, basically pretending to be Brick, modifying her abilities to do loads of elemental damage, basically pretending to be half Lilith, half Gage in that regard. Amara's third skill tree is based on mixing your action skill with gun damage, basically killing people improves your action skill damage, and using your action skill causes your gun damage to go up, so as long as you keep using both, you become an unstoppable juggernaut of death. Zane's a little bit more non-standard. He has a skill tree for his shield, which is great for party support. That's almost certainly what someone will want to play, possibly me. But if he goes with the Shadow Duplicate one, he can do some really nifty things with it, including causing the hologram to throw grenades to taunt opponents so they attack the duplicate and not him, and of course to explode when it dies to hit everybody on the screen. A personal favorite of mine, however, is the third one, which goes with his drone. Not only does his drone start to do some really nifty things like throw grenades for free and irradiate people, he also gets like 50, exaggerating only a little bit, different kill skills, and the bottom skill on his tree is whenever you activate your drone, you turn on all of your kill skills at once, making him do an enormous burst of damage all at once. He also seems to have a liking for cryo damage, which we know is back in the game. I'm going to leave these skill trees up and running, just so if you really want to, you can take a look at whatever you want. If you want me to do a full-on email with all of them, that'll be fine too. But that's all I've got for now. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and waiting for more.